Hi, I'm CD Glenn. I'm here to talk to you about the Peace Corps. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in South Africa, and the one question I always get is, what do Peace Corps volunteers do? Come on, let's go check it out. Our first stop is Ghana.
Hello, I'm Rakib Jamal. I'm a Peace Corps volunteer in Ghana. I'm doing a small business development project. It's really wonderful being here because you see traditional knowledge. When I sit down and listen to their proverbs, they also teach me things that I never could have learned in a book or on a computer. I've been here a year and a half, and it's just been the past few months that I've become the Peace Corps volunteer that they told me I should be, that I'm really a part of my community now. It takes a little bit of time.
Tell me about your living conditions as a volunteer.
I have 2 rooms in the community center of the town. In the back of the house, I have a bathroom, and it's just a room, and I go in and take a bucket bath. And then next to that is my latrine. It's actually very nice. My site is a forest. Part of the training that I've done in my first year was to train tour guides, to develop a nice tour, something that we're proud of. And when people come, they pay an admission fee, and the tour guides take them through the groves. It's an income generation project. So CD, this is our greenhouse. We'll take the seeds to the forest side and plant them around the grove to contribute to our protection effort.
Rakib has been here for over 1 year and has been working very hard and developing the local tourist site. And we are very grateful for your coming.
I mean, I'm not over here teaching them calculus. I couldn't if I tried. Just the basics, bookkeeping, what is a business principles.
How is what you're doing here help you when you get back in the U.S.?
I'm gonna go to business school, I think, and get my MBA. So I'm hoping that I can really show to potential employers how much I've learned about teamwork, how much I've taught and facilitated and trained. There's definitely personal growth and personal development associated with Peace Corps that you can't get anywhere else.
My name is Mike Tubinosa. I'm a volunteer. The reason why I'm here, is to get our students to university. They have to be strong in science and chemistry especially. I'm hoping that my students will be able to pass the West African exams similar to the SAT. I had no background as a classroom teacher. Peace Corps actually gave us training. We had a brief idle school where we'd go in and teach our classes as if it was a real school.
We pull the electrons from the hydrogens.
Maybe once a week I'll see another volunteer.
Okay. I work with the schools to teach them health education. People haven't really grasped the threat of HIV yet, but maybe the trends are changing and people are becoming more aware of it. I'm very glad that as a Peace Corps volunteer I got the opportunity to be able to go and talk to them about it.
Mike, this is your place?
Oh yeah, that's my kitchen with my gas stove. We got running water most of the year.
Okay, I see tuna and peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
Those are staple foods?
Not at all, these are my special weekend foods.
Oh, okay. How do you get to the capital city?
Well, take a bus. I'll go down there once every 3 months or so. It's 10 hours on a bus. After being here, I think I can try most anything.
Now we're off to Turkmenistan.
I'm Vivian Cologne. I went to school at Cal State Hayward University. Now I'm serving in Central Asia. I've learned so much about it. There's just so much to see, and the countries are so beautiful.
You live with a family in Turkmenistan. Tell me a little bit about your family.
My family is very big here. I've got 5 sisters and 2 brothers, my mother and father and my grandmother. I'm learning from the family so much more, I think, than they're learning from me, but I think there's a huge cultural exchange going on. My job here as a Peace Corps volunteer is to teach English as a foreign language, actually. I think it's a great opportunity for these kids to be taught English. It's going to open up different markets to them, where right now they know Russian and Turkmen, but if they know English, that can open up their economy. They can learn so much with the English knowledge and help their country develop even more. People are the same all over the world. Just we do things a little differently, but we're all the same.
My name is Cheryl Valencic, and I'm a registered nurse from Tucson, Arizona. Right now I'm working as a Peace Corps volunteer in Turkmenistan in Central Asia. I work as a health educator here. So the problems seem to be anemia, poor nutrition, poor education. They don't realize that what they eat and what they put into we're starting a project where we've taken pictures of different foods, 4 basic food groups, and we go from house to house showing these picture albums.
I want to say some good words about Cheryl. She taught us excellent lessons about health in our Turkmenistan.
The things that you need to know to be a good medical professional is you need to know compassion. You need to know how to talk to people. You need to know what's important to people. And Peace Corps gives you that opportunity.
Our next stop, Armenia. Heidi and Jim, what have been some of the unique challenges, or also highlight some of the benefits of serving in the Peace Corps together?
Well, I would respond to that by saying we have spent more time with each other than we ever had. That's been a good thing because we have a lot of communication, but at the same time, we need a little bit of space.
Another benefit, I have a bad day, I can talk to him and he knows exactly what I went through because maybe the day before he went through it as well.
Ever since the economic collapse of the Soviet Union, Armenia, as well as other former Soviet republics, have faced a lot of economic difficulties. Our job here is to really help give, especially the younger generation, hope that Armenia is going to get better and that they can work together to help make it a better place. About a year ago, some community members and myself helped to open up a computer and language center. And at first, I helped to train them in computer skills. And then over the course of the last year, they have been picking up those skills, and now they are managing this resource center by themselves.
I came here as an English teacher. There are a lot of English teachers in this community, and they have gotten together and have asked me to teach them some new methodologies beyond the rote memorization that they do.
Interesting, or do they really just know how to write?
In the beginning, we did have some complications with our health, but Peace Corps gives us medication, and after a couple of days, you're back to normal. When we get into the capital city, which is about 1 or 2 times a month, we see other volunteers then. And we normally have dinner or meet each other at Peace Corps office as we're getting mail.
You've been here for almost 2 years. Could you have accomplished what you have in a shorter period of time?
I think 2 years is necessary. The first year, you really need to establish yourself in the community, gain the trust from the people, let them understand what you're here for, what you can do for them. And the second year, you can expand on anything you want.
My name is Diana Gomez. I was born in Mexico City and I have a business degree from Mexico. And I became an American citizen in 1986. Right now I'm working for Peace Corps as a business volunteer in Armenia. Peace Corps gave me the option to either go to an apartment or to stay with a family. So I happened to choose a very nice family and I share their house. It's like a duplex and they live downstairs and I live upstairs. I get up in the mornings and the first thing I do is I always open the door, let the sun shine into my room. Then I prepare my calendar and I make my bed. I go downstairs, have breakfast with Flora and Landrouche. They usually feed me a lot. And they say, Kira, you must eat, because to them, you have to eat well. And then I just go to work, I go to the mayor's office.
She helps the business center with the knowledge of computer and how to make the business plans.
And how do you get around? How do you get to your office?
The stairs. I had to stop everything stairs. But now I can walk up and down and I'm getting very healthy. So actually I recommend anybody to join Peace Corps because it makes you healthy. I have lost weight. My body is really working much better. My brain is very clear. So the only way to really learn, I think traveling, education, meeting other people from other cultures, learning about all different histories, that's what makes life.
Our final destination, Nicaragua.
Right now I'm living off to the side and I have my own entrances. We share the kitchen area and they're great. They're really laid back. They give me a lot of privacy, which can be hard to find.
Tell me about your 12 weeks of training. What did it consist of?
6 days a week was either language training or technical training in agriculture. I have a site mate, another volunteer, so we're doing a lot of work in soil conservation. One thing that we're using right now is the Aparato A, which it looks like an A. It's to help make level curves along the hillsides because where we live, it's really mountainous. We're working with the farmers to improve their soil so that they'll have better crops. With the Peace Corps, a lot of people think that they're going to come in and they're going to, change everything just like that, but it's not like that. It's very slow and it's one person at a time. And you might get lucky and have somebody stop you as you're walking down the street that says, "Oh, I heard you're here to work in agriculture. Would you mind coming and helping me with I'm growing tomatoes?" And yes, great. That's why I'm here.
The question that I have to ask is what kind of contribution am I going to make to other human beings? A lot of things that we stress about in the States, at the end of the day, it's not all that important. The most important things are going to be how we've touched other people's lives and how many kids we've inspired. I went to college at Notre Dame and I already knew that I wanted to travel. So Peace Corps was very attractive because I wanted to live in another culture, also do meaningful work while in that community. So as an urban youth development worker, I think my job is to try to instill some sense of self-worth so that the youth feel like they can go forward from here. Kids need role models like anywhere else in the world.
When Vic is gone, when he goes back to the U.S., how is he going to be remembered here at this school?
Well, I'm not thinking of Zeke gone. I feel like he will always be a part of us. We consider him part of us, and we prefer not to think of when he's gone.
For fun, I really enjoy soccer. I coach a soccer team, and my team's not doing too well this season, but we're having a good time.
Ábrense, ábrense. Bravo, Julio, así es.
Potential employers are looking for problem solvers, they're looking for leaders, they're looking for people who can work within different cultures. Having a second language definitely helps. So these are all things that I've gained as a Peace Corps volunteer. Not only that, but you're taken care of. You're not spending any money to do it. My living allowance covers my rent, my electricity bill, my groceries. But sometimes at the end of the month, I'm scraping. Cook, you can wash the dishes, you can take a shower, and you can flush the toilet twice on 10 gallons of water a day. And that to me was incredible. I mean, Yeah, you have to learn how to conserve it, but I did not know that before I came here. You have to rely on yourself. You have to be a go-getter, as they say, a starter. I think Peace Corps provides a tremendous number of opportunities, and I cannot be happier with the way things worked out here. This is what I consider real-life graduate school.
Now you've seen a little of what it's like to be a Peace Corps volunteer. For me, it was the best decision I ever made. If you're interested in helping people and making a small part of the world a better place, join the Peace Corps. It's the toughest job you'll ever love.
But yeah.